just gonna go ahead in here, pick up his broom and bucket. There's very small amounts of money, but you know, they're very much worth it. Go ahead over here, put our sword away. And this game also has items hidden away in these little containers that you can hit with your mouse, so you can go ahead and just hack it. The crates here. The bigger crates take a few more hits than the other crates. If it's on a table, it can't really be destroyed for the most part. We're going to go ahead up this hill. You can search these bushes here. I think it will let us search some of them. Or not. Some of these bushes, if you walk through them, they'll allow you to gather stuff that's inside of them. Most of the times, you'll find green warish as you're scavenging. Or you'll find, you know, other stuff. So down here, for an example, any plant that you see that looks like a plant you can pick up, you can probably pick it up. This is potent green warish, which is essentially a stronger version of the normal green warish. And just like I said before, you can go ahead and hit gather. You can gather twice from the same area, get the Grannis herb, which is essentially, I think, is an anti-poison herb. There we go, another green warish and a large knight. Mithridite, which is not green warish, but it does help you with certain curative effects. I think that's all there is to it over here. Oh no, there's one more gather spot right here. Another Grannis herb. And another Grannis herb. Go over here, and we can see there's a little chest, a large decorative chest that we can get right here. Coin pouch, 1,000 coins. There we go. That's going to help us out, afford some equipment. In just a second, we're going to go ahead and jump off this edge here. So this game does have fall damage. If you fall from too far of a height, you will take fall damage, and it will hurt. And getting wet also, as you saw that I did right there. I now, if we were out in the wild and I was this wet, I would now suffer a stamina negative, as I was talking about earlier on when we were talking about the harpies in the tutorial. Basically, I become slower and, you know, much easier to hit, and my stamina drains really quickly because I'm technically heavier. So we can go ahead and there we go. Get the large coin pouch. There we go. 5,000 gold before we even left. I didn't even know that was there the first time. Get some cloud wine. There's something there. Eyedropper. Go ahead and pick that up. We'll be coming back to this area of the beach later on in the middle of the night to finish off this flower quest. So this flower quest requires us to pick up 5 normal sundrake flowers. I think they're called sundrakes. And then there's also one other flower to pick up called like the moon cloud. I think it's what it's called. And you can only get that at night. So, funnily enough, as the name states, if certain things can only be found in certain times of the day in Dragon's Dogma. So, and some enemies can only be found in certain parts of the world in certain times of the day. That doesn't mean that that is the only place to find them. For instance, you can't find certain enemies out in the middle of the day, but you can find them in caves instead. But there might be more of them, and they might be more powerful. So you really have to plan around, you know, picking what you want to do. This is a quick quest here. There's 2 quick quests here. One from this guy here. We're gonna go ahead and just cycle through that. He's just asking us to ask this one gent to forgive him because his brother died protecting him, and we're gonna go ahead and help the father. He's lost his. The father here has lost his scriptures, and they were taken during the dragon attack by this young little fella down here. He's not really young. He's gonna talk like a man in a second.
It was me. I confess it. I took the father's book from the chapel. I tried to go back and find the book, but I was in such a panic as I ran. I just wanted to look at it. Just curious is all. Forgive me. I cannot. I thought to steal a glance and then return it. I dropped it as I ran.
So he said he dropped it as he ran, and you might immediately go think, oh, okay, so it's gonna be along a pathway somewhere. Well, this quest, I had to look up a guide to finish this quest. Actually, I didn't have to look up a guide. In Dragon's Dogma, if you set a quest to a primary, It will then be marked on your map, so you can find that quest pretty much anywhere. You can find quests that have items in the world anywhere just by marking them on your map. But as you see down there, if you just look at the tip of my character's hair, you'll see something that doesn't look quite right. Let's go over there and see what it is. And it looks like a book. Yeah, so that kid lost the scripture book right here on the rooftop. There we go. Quest done. That actually took me a lot longer in the previous recording because I searched the whole village looking for it. So I guess it's good that the recording didn't work out, because now we can finish that quest a lot quicker and we can get along with the game. We're going to go ahead and finish this quest, and I think that's the only quest that we have to finish within the village, other than talking to that guy's brother and having him forgiven. Which, you know what, we should actually go do that, because I think we have to come back here to finish that quest as well, and we might as well get it done while we're out. And we're just going to go ahead and leap from this area here and land on this rooftop to get this chest here. What's in this chest? Hemp. Yeah, hemp. You can make hemp clothing in this game. But we're not going to. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Well, now. Demon's Parapet. What is that? I have no idea, he says to himself. Inez's Alehouse. This seems to be a hidden away area that we didn't know about before. Or actually we did, kind of. We did know about this. Pick up a berry. And we'll go ahead and... I guess Inez isn't home. We're going to go take his apple and we're going to leave. Haha. An apple a day will keep the doctor away, and guess Inez is going to see the doctor pretty goddamn soon. Oh, this is this Kina? No, that's not Kina. God damn it.
Fate mocks me. I thought to run, even made a start of it.
Oh, that's Inez. Wow. Wow, that's awkward.
Had the beast landed any place, I only wish I had more.
Well, we have plenty of more for you to sell to other people. We can't sell the scriptures, don't even think about it. There we go. Go ahead and buy. We're gonna go ahead and buy us a trusty sword. Change your equipment. We're gonna go ahead and equip that trusty sword. And we'll also go ahead and buy us a pelta, which is a better level shield. And then we're going to go ahead and go to sell, and go down to our weapons and sell the rusty sword and rusted shield. And I think there's one other thing we can grab. No, we can't grab the shoulder cape, and we can't grab the scholar's cape. So I think we're going to, oh wait, we can grab the novice bracers, which are really good. So there we go. We have pretty much max level equipment for leaving this area at level 1. So we'll be pretty good in a fight once we head outside of the of the castle area. And that's Inez there. Go ahead and talk to
Gathering ingredients.
Geraldo. Oh, Geraldo, that's right. You're not the one I want to talk to. Where's the other guy that I need to talk to? There you are, my friend. The one who was yelling at us about the dragon. It's the dragon! Yeah. He was just basically saying, you know, it's not Elvar's fault that my brother died. He chose to fight. He chose to protect people with his last breath, and that is honorable. Gonna go ahead and run up the hill here, back up to the church, so we can turn in the quest to Elvar and give the father back his scriptures. But first we're gonna go talk to the little kid, even though he's probably not that little, and we're gonna go ahead and show him the book.
Where did you find it? I'm glad it's found, but see it back to the father for me, please. Thank you.
Of course. If I let you take it, then you get all the credit. But first we're gonna go ransack this corner of the room, get that small coin pouch. We're gonna need some money and a blank scroll we can sell. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Elvar really quickly. Elvar, he says, you are forgiven. Now give us your money. He gives us 300 gold and 100 experience. Talk to the priest, and we'll give him back his scriptures. He will give us 300 gold and 200 XP, and maybe level up to level 2. We haven't even left the capital. We haven't even left the city yet. We're already level 2. God damn. And with that, that's the last bit of quest that we can do while within the city. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here now. Parkour our way down where we used to be. We're gonna go ahead and parkour down here. You do a lot of cool stuff. Your character has a lot of momentum behind him when he jumps around the area. Jump over here, and we've got this chest over here. We can go ahead and open it now. I got sidetracked the last time I went to come over here. Got a wooden bracers. There we go. All set up. And I think that's it for the rooftop treasures all around here. We're going to go ahead and jump down here and hit that loading barrier. And we're walking away, but there's a portal opening up behind us. What's coming out of the portal? Well, we already saw in the tutorial, this portal opens up to the Pawn Legion, and out comes our very first tutorial pawn, who is also a mage. His name is Rook. And he's our first pawn. He'll help us throughout the first little bit of the game. And that's the little Pawn Legion symbol that you can see there on his hand. It glows when he comes near us. And we're like, what? What are you doing?
That man you are speaking.
And here's the chief.
He's of the Pawn Legion. They come from some unknown place. Just appear without a warning. They're a strange lot. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will, the spark, what drives us. They have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment west of the village where men gather to face the dragon. I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in the first place.
Before leaving, visit the store to make sure you've ample supplies.
So basically, Rook is the fine example of what pawns will do. If a pawn has completed a certain area of the game ahead of you, for example, if you hire a pawn that's level 20 while you're level 10, what you can do with the ample amount of RC, which is Rift currency, I think that's what it's called, they'll give you hints and information that will make your journey easier. And they can also end up teaching your other pawns the weaknesses of enemies and how to complete the objectives, though your pawns will learn that as you go automatically. Thus, when they end up in other people's worlds, they will have all the knowledge and information from those adventures and bring it back to you. So if somebody hires your pawn and completes an area of the game ahead of you and sends your pawn back, you will learn everything that has happened in front of you, thus making the game sort of easier if your pawn is a favorite of the community. So Rook is basically a tutorial pawn. He's like Morgana from the tutorial. He can buff our attacks with fire. He can fight people with fire blasts, and he can give us that heal that Morgana was using. So there's really nothing else we can do inside the city. So we're gonna go ahead and.
The well is sealed. I suppose the villagers keep
Oh, thank you. I didn't even know this was a thing, Rook. Yeah, sometimes they'll just run off and open up stuff and just like show you cool new stuff. Like this, for example. I didn't even know this was here. Thanks, Rook. What's this? Dragon spit. Flask of oil. Thanks, Rook. And of course he'll come up after us, but we're just gonna drop down. Before we head out of the village, though, I do want to see what that item was. That demon's whatever the hell it was called. It's not in there. A charm many believe houses the wrath of a demon. Its use amplifies magic for a period of time. Oh. Okay. So we got a magic buff. What's in here? Benita's house. We don't know where Quina went. We hit Quina and now she's vanished.
here is also learned in medicinal herbs.
Yeah, see, he's already giving me like tips. The fisher here is also an expert in medicinal herbs, so that's something we can come talk to him about later in the game. So we're gonna go ahead and go outside the village and press leave here. And now we're in the open area of the game.
This path should see us there.
So we're in Granis. This is a very simple area of the game. Very early on area of the game. Go ahead and hit escape. Go ahead and open up the map. We can see just the general area that we can go So right here is Grand Grania or whatever. I think it's called Grand. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what the city's called, but yeah, we'll be going there pretty soon actually. And this is only a fraction of the world. I think we hit insert. Oh no, yeah, page up. If we hit, if we hit page up, we can go to the continent size. So Grancis is the continent that we are on, and you can really start to see just how big this world is, and it can be, and how much we're gonna actually have to walk around, which is the good part about Dark Arisen. And I'm not just massacring bunnies for nothing, by the way. The good part about Dark Arisen is in Dark Arisen they added in fast travel, which was not in the original game. So in the original game you had to walk everywhere, and I do mean everywhere, and you couldn't even fast travel between places you had been. You had to walk back to them, which makes Dark Arisen the much better of the games to play if you can afford its expansion. It's all the Dark Arisen version is the only one available on PC, so you don't have to worry if you're going to be playing on PC. But if you end up picking this game up for an older console, I would highly suggest picking up Dark Arisen as well on either the PlayStation Store while it's still around, or the Xbox One store. The Xbox Store while it's still around as well. Mainly because Dark Arisen adds in those bonus features and you get bonus content, making the game just a better game all around. Also, we're killing these bunnies, by the way, because we have to complete a quest. There we go. We completed that quest, and I think we completed this other quest here. We have to go deliver the flowers now. Oh, and there's a man over here getting assaulted by goblins that we have to go help. You'll run into events like this on the road. This is a traveling merchant. We don't know his name yet, but we're going to find out as we save him from these goblins. We can't hit him, so don't worry about hitting him since we've come to his aid. His name is Renard. And there's a rift fragment here. We're going to go pick this up. Gives us 100 rift currency. Go ahead and kill that bunny. Rabbit pelts are actually worth something, so we're going to go ahead and speak to Renard. He's a traveling salesman, though those damnable beasts ruined his wares. And thanks to us, it was only wares he lost, as he gives us a free cape. Capes in this game actually give status effects as well, so we're going to go ahead and not give it to Rook. We're going to go ahead and equip it. And this will give us a bonus of 3 into defenses, 3 into magic defense, and plus 1 additional defense into piercing damage. Which is a good all-around bonus, honestly. It's much more worth it than some of the other ones. Rook's going to heal himself. We didn't take any damage that whole fight. We're going to go back to Cassardis to go ahead and... We're going back to Cassardis so we can go ahead and turn on these flowers. So, quests you take from bounty boards are automatically completed upon completing them, so you don't have to return to a bounty board to turn in a quest for the most part. Oh, we almost knocked her around. I didn't mean to talk to you. There we go. Here's some Sunbright. Now we have to go gather some moon glow. Now we have to wait for nighttime to gather moon glow, unfortunately. And time passes quite slowly in this game, so it will be quite a little bit before we can go and find some, which is just over there in the corner of the city. So we're going to go ahead and smash up these boxes while we wait. And there's some large nuts and a small coin pouch. And there's some fish over here that we can pick up as well. Oh, definitely. It definitely did. It hurt many people. Many, many, many people. Fisherman's house.
Are you certain we ought to enter someone's home unbidden?
So yeah, your pawns will ask you, you know, are you sure you want to be doing this? You can't. I mean, I think you can get arrested in this game, but it's really not arrested.